Hi everybody. Oh, this is Sister Omi. And this is the new moon reading. Well, new moon in Virgo. And this reading is for Taurus. What's up, Taurus, you bulls? What's up with this new moon? So what is this about? This is about planting new seeds, getting ready for a new harvest. So we have to plant some good seeds with good intent. So what's your intent, Taurus? What is your intent? And remember, you reap what you sow. So we got to make sure they're good, because we want some beautiful creations to sprout forward. And what do you plan to create? Something that makes you feel like a kid again while getting back in shape. So are we talking about exercising? Work it girl, work it guy. Or it's just like addictive puzzles, games that keep your mind sharp for the years to come. Whatever floats your boat, Taurus. This new moon is about pursuing pleasures with a practical purpose. So you don't have to like go to the gym and burn yourself out, but if it's like even walking little spurts every day, or doing puzzles to exercise your mind, reading a book. So, but it has to give you pleasure with a practical purpose. Are you feeling that, Taurus? Is that what you're feeling during this cycle? Let's see what's up here. First card, message from fire. Now, when you look at this, you see this almost like this like log, like campfire. But remember, it only takes one spark to start a fire. And this is about willpower. In a sense, this is almost represents the universal love. The Holy Spirit comes down in the form of a flame. You think of the Sacred Heart of Jesus that shines. Fire is pure, purifying. It cleans. It's a cleanser. So this is like initiation. What do you want to start? And as the flames rise, you're getting more energy. It's like the flames dance. You could just play, have yourself a good time. But it's about energy. This is an energy that's really the center of the earth, or the core of yourself. It encourages you to go on and do and create. It acts on your metabolism, excuse me. And it cooperates with your functions, influencing the human experience. So, do not let anyone discourage you. You have the courage to fulfill your duties. You have the willpower to overcome any danger or difficulties. You have the power to achieve with great performance. It only takes a spark, Taurus. Now, interesting enough, the first card I pulled here, can you see that? Guilt. This is the second chakra. So this rules your emotions, your feelings, your warmth, intimacy, about letting go, beginnings and endings. So this is your urinary tract, kidneys, blood sugar. So definitely need to be drinking more water. Whatever you're doing, maybe cut out the sugar, drinking more water. But this is here guilt, which is an emotion. So you have to say, I'm sorry, but I got to take care of myself. So are you giving too much away? Do not let others, or do not do for others what they need to do for themselves. Speak truth from your heart. Honesty is freedom. Any guilt or fear is to be not allowed, disliked. So really what's being depicted here is these two are like in business together. And the other girl, this one back here, wants to pull out, and she wants all the money. And this one is like, oh no, you get what you invested because you didn't do any work. So are you the person who did the work, or the person who's just going to get their investment? However it goes for you individually, you have to deal with this guilt-free. Now, being that this is the spleen chakra, now it could be a lot of things. Hopefully you don't have any fertility or sexual or bladder problems, kidney stones, things like that. Your adrenals, so make sure you're drinking plenty of fluids. And maybe that's a physical block, but if there's a psychological block, maybe you have a creative block or fear of relationships, commitment. That's something to work through. Or a physical issue like overload. You're just emotional eating, sexual addiction, or some type of substance abuse. And you know, people talk about substance abuse. People are addicted to prescription drugs too. So these are things to look out for. Frequent urination. Watch out for that. Another psychological overload, bipolar, panic attacks. So definitely drink more water, and if you can go someplace and swim, do that. And if you have an addiction, deal with it. This is balancing your pleasurable activities. So yoga would be good, eating orange foods and fruits, papaya, melons, salmon would be good, and yoga. For as far as exercise, that's to stimulate if you have a physical or psychological block. Only you know that. I'm just putting it out there. These are things. Because when you set that spark here, what you want to do, you want to, like you said, we want to plant seeds of good intention. So, our pleasures are for practical use. So, this is all food for thought, because this is general. This is not an individual thing. The next card, which I think is interesting, this is the third chakra. This is right over the second chakra. So there's an overlapping. So the second chakra here with guilt, that had to do with your feelings. This has to do with your mental energy, willpower. This is your stomach, your liver. So now that we're like, this is the new moon. So at the time of the full moon, the seasons change, so maybe it's a good time to maybe fast. Give your stomach and your kidneys everything a rest, like flush it out. But this is abundance here. Like I said, stomach, your liver, willpower, what you believe. I only seek to give you what you ask for. So it's not about giving everything you got. If you ask, that's what you're going to get. Don't think you're going to get any more than that. Or think about your relationship with your money. Because what is interesting here, you see these two people here. This guy, he dropped his money down. This is like a chest with all the coins. And they're telling their stories how the coins got here. This gentleman here, he dropped his money down the drain. And he's like, oh, woe is me, I dropped my money down the drain. This young lady right here, she's like, there's some money down the drain. So she got some gum and a string, and she put it down there and got that money, and she squirreled it away. She saved it in her own chest. How do you view abundance? Abundance through gratitude, releasing regret, being good with your money. Money is energy. That spark. What are you using it for? But then again, like I said, this is that third chakra. So with that third chakra, you know, you could have, if you're feeling any type of psychological issue, I mean, you can determine this for yourself. You maybe your esteem is going through it. You may have a lack of willpower, or physically you may feel a little sluggish or low energy, or you may, on a psychological, emotional tip, you may have some anger issues. obsession, you got some power issues. So what's good here is aerobic exercise. And in addition to aerobic exercise, some core strengthening and meditation to keep calm and develop maybe a sensitivity or respect for others. Now, you may not suffer from any of those things. That's fine. But some aerobic exercise will still keep you or help you to maintain what they call homeostasis, balance. Because this is what you want. Balance. You want the abundance. You want to be guilt-free. So when you set that spark off, when you set off that spark, that fire, that primal energy, you don't want to deal with no guilt. So let's get some oranges and, get out here, drink plenty of water, lots and lots of fluids here, because this is the adrenals and your kidneys and stuff. And here, if you're eating like sugar and things like that, you may want to release that and give your digestive system, your liver and all that stuff a break. And as you know, everything, I truly believe this, and I always see proof of this all the time. Everything is in nature. Everything is in nature. This is the baobab. I don't know if I pronounced this right, so forgive me. Tree. And since this is a tree of life, this is a tree that you can live off of. Your thirst for knowledge will be answered by mystic thoughts in your subconscious. Ooh, so, what was that with the solar plexus? Like some repressed anger or something or things like that. So we want to be clear. And the one thing about this baobab tree, I think I pronounced it right. You see how wide this trunk is? It can store up to 30,000 gallons of water. That's 136 liters of water. So you out someplace, you could probably cut to it and get some water and survive. But this is about your strength and the ability to regenerate. This is also nocturnal. So with the second and third chakra, you definitely need to make sure that you're getting your proper rest. And, you could have interesting dreams. So maybe you want to start a dream journal. But this is the promise of new beginnings. Can you see that? Your thirst for knowledge will be answered by mystic thoughts in your subconscious. What are you initiating? You setting something, you're getting ready to set it off here. Do it without any guilt. What is abundance to you? Being resourceful. You got it in you, Taurus. That's what this is about. So dance, have a good time, and enjoy yourself with a purpose without guilt. Build your abundance joyfully, being resourceful. So pursue what it is that you want to set off here with a purpose. I hope you enjoyed this, Taurus, and I hope this resonated with you on some level. And I know this is general, so maybe there's a tidbit or something that you could take with you to help plant that seed at the new moon, September 9th, new moon. And please remember to like, share, subscribe. You can leave a comment if you like. And this is Sister Omi. Peace.